There's this blue crab down here.
In our neighborhood.
Which I think is freshwater. That has just been tormenting me for like 2 weeks. Jumping on which side, I don't know.
So what are we doing?
Catch it real quick. He was down here like 5 minutes ago, nibbling on some grass on the side of the bank. So if he's still there, got a little bit of fish in here. Forgot my scissors, but oh well. Maybe I have time for that now.
I would also like to point out that I was in my pajamas. And I changed just for this.
Okay, so you right on the corner right there. See it right now. So what we're gonna do?
I'm gonna wait on him.
We're gonna tie a little bit of fish on this and hope the turtle doesn't get it.
If a turtle gets it,
well, there's no hook, so I'm not worried about the turtle actually like doing any harm to himself. I'm just gonna do a simple little rig here. I've got all the time in the world. So we do this. Go straight through it again. So all I'm hoping that happens is this crab's gonna grab the fish and then we're gonna yank them on out. The fish is a little...
so where is he though?
Where? I don't know. That's why we're gonna have to just let it sit for a little bit. And when I say a little bit, maybe like a minute. Oh, I got it. Right on him. Right on him. See him?
Yes. Yep.
So we're gonna see if I can get this right next to him. Chewing on it. So you ready? Come over here real quick. I'm gonna flick him up over here.
Got it zoomed in.
Right?
Where are you flicking him?
Right over here. You just gotta shine your
Yeah.
light over the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh my gosh.
No. Come on, Krabby. Oh my god. Wes. The HOA is gonna come for us.
Look at the freaking size of this crab. It's a jumbo.
Alright.
So let me get my fish out. I gotta get him in. Oh my gosh, he barely fits. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Dinner is secured. We can go back.
I just want to point out, I've seen that crab there like 3 or 4 times. This is fresh water too. So I don't know. I didn't know they could really survive in that, but apparently they can. These are freaking monsters.
So we're getting a letter from the HOA tomorrow.
Well, you can fish in these ponds.
Yeah, but I don't know if you were supposed to throw your shoe.
It's not throwing a shoe.
I know. I'm just joking.
So I grew up going and crabbing in Delaware. And typically, like, I don't use little clam things or the grabbers. You just step on the pinchers and then you grab them by the swimmer and they can't pinch you. Well, like, me stepping on his pinchers I don't think would have kept both of those pitchers
No.
secure.
No, it wouldn't have.
So, and I didn't want to get back in the water. So I am gonna call out. We are gonna like humanely take care of this. So typically, what you do, like I grew up close to Maryland, so you only steam them and you only use Old Bay, the proper thing to do, with a little bit of beer. But if you put them on ice, so you fill a bucket with water, you put them on ice, it kind of puts them to sleep. So it's a lot more humane than
All right.
steaming or boiling them alive. But I was planning on working on my truck today, and now I'm
Crabbing.
cooking a crab.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like a good way of putting water in here, and I don't want to do it in the sink. So we got our ice. I'm just gonna fill it up with water and then throw the ice in so he's submerged.
Okay.
Kind of lets him purge a little bit too. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're just gonna fill it up so he's in over his head. Big male too.
Got our dog inside watching. She's not allowed outside right now.
So from here, all you're gonna do is just throw some.
Oh boy.
Throw some ice in. And all you're doing is chilling the water. And then this is going to put them into like a deep sleep. It doesn't kill them, just kind of puts them into a little bit of a sleep. So we'll get this, and I'll show you. Like once you get to a certain point, you can grab them by your hands and they're not going to do anything to you. So it's pretty easy, and this is, again, the most humane way to go about it. If you had more than one, and you had like a bushel, you probably just want to steam them at that point. I wouldn't necessarily go through this, but you can see he's starting already.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to stick my hand in there quite yet.
Okay.
You know, it's pretty interesting. So are you filming still?
Yeah.
We have a gator in that pond, as well.
Yeah, how
as
come the gator didn't get him?
Well, I'm not going to stick my hand in there quite yet. Here, I'll use this for reference. Here, can you see that real quick? If you look at the top, he's got a pretty good battle scar on the top of his shell. If you can zoom in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you slide that right forward real quick. I don't know if you can kind of see that little shell mark right there. And I'll show you when we pull them out too, but it looks like
maybe
the gator may have tried to eat them first.
Maybe.
Okay, that should be good. Okay, we're gonna let this sit for a little bit, get nice and cold, and then we'll get the rest of the process started, which is gonna be getting the steam going. I gotta see if I got a beer. Hopefully I do. We'll get that going. If not, we'll just use water. It is what it is. But cool. Come along. Next step. Okay, so this is my steamer. 2 parts. Again, cooking it Maryland style. The only way to do it. So we're just gonna fill this up. I don't really have a beer.
We have Prosecco.
Oh, we have a Michelob Ultra. Okay.
Maybe we can be fancy with the Prosecco.
So we're going to use Michelob Ultra. It should do just fine. Okay, so next up, we're going to do probably 1 beer may be good. I don't know why I opened the second one right away before.
Well, I thought you were opening the second one for yourself.
No, because they're warm. I don't want a warm Michelob Ultra. We'll just put both of them in.
Kelsey.
Best way to do it's with beer. Some people just do water.
Very interested in the crab. Yeah.
And then we'll probably do about, I don't know, that much apple cider vinegar. This helps with the meat not sticking to the shell, so just a little bit. And then from here, we're gonna go straight to the steam. So we'll get this steaming. And then from a cooking perspective, typically when I cook them, you can tell, but typically it's about 10 to 12 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I think I typically go for about 12-ish.
And how long will he stay on ice?
Until this is ready to steam, we'll throw them in there. We'll give them a quick rinse, and then he'll be ready to go.
Nice.
So, okay, one part I did forget.
Okay.
Most important, can't forget the Old Bay. So what we're gonna do is just pour some of this greatness, aka God seasoning, just in. Get a nice little Old Bay mixture going. That helps really work itself in. And then I'll let this come up to a steam. Nice and dormant now. And then from here, I just want to give a good rinse. I don't want it hot. So this isn't going to be enough to wake them up. But get some of that crud off of them. And as you can kind of see, that's the shell aspect I was talking about. Hopefully you can get a good... Okay, so you can kind of see right here. I think that's where... Probably a gator. I don't know. I've never seen one with that kind of a scar on it, especially from freshwater. So either a turtle or a gator tried to eat them before me. But good male. You can always tell females have more of a pyramid slash dome oval kind of shape to them. Males always have the point. Males are a little bit better to eat in my opinion anyway. So big jumbo crab. So from here, I'm gonna throw them in our little pot to steam. See if I can get them laying nice. And then we're gonna put some Old Bay on them. And one benefit of doing the ice bath too is it kind of helps them from dropping their claws. So just get a little coating. Can't go wrong with too much Old Bay. Kind of sticks to the shell and makes it a little better. Most of it's gonna be from the steaming process anyways. And also, if for some reason Old Bay's watching this stuff is phenomenal. Keep making it year round. Because I've gone through 10 bags of those in 2
And we
weeks.
have 2 more behind him over there.
2 more. So we have a nice steam going. We're going to swap it. We're going to put this one in. And then we're going to start it for about 12-ish minutes. And then we'll check it and let you guys know how it is.
All right.
But real quick, if you do look in, you can kind of see the color of them now. Nice blue. Grays will turn like a nice orange, so it'll be good. We'll come back to you when we're ready to eat. Okay, we're at 12 minutes. We got a nice steam going, as you can kind of see it coming off. So body-wise, he's pretty orange. Claws are a little light, so I think I'm gonna give him maybe 2 minutes longer, just to make sure he's cooked the whole way through, and then we'll pull him out and have ourselves a good dinner. I didn't think I was eating a crab tonight, but here we are, and I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna let Kelsey see what that looks like. Get a good idea, because you're going in next. We're gonna cook you up and we're gonna eat you. If you look closely at her, she's got a good chicken nugget on the back. You can definitely eat. And then you got 2 little napkins to wipe your mouth with afterwards.
My
what
girl.
else can you ask for?
My puppy. We're not gonna steam you.
No. We're gonna bake her.
Yeah, we're gonna grill her.
Grill her.
Oh yeah.
You got something to say? You got something to say? Oh, now you're vocal. Yeah? Uh-huh. Okay. She wants some too, apparently. So I got this nice kit from my mother-in-law. Get it off. And so it's good for picking shells, and then you got a nice little stainless cracker. So this is all Told Still stuff, local to South Carolina, Charleston actually. So good stuff. Would highly recommend if you like seafood, shrimp, crabs, anything like that. They make really good stuff. Okay, just turned it off. I think we're good now. Get a nice steam coming out with it. Get this moved off the heat. We have a nice blue crab for dinner. We'll get them clean, cooked up. I'm gonna let them cool for a second, and then I'll get you outside, and we'll get eating this bad boy.
Oh yeah. I think Kelsey wants some.
She definitely wants
She
some.
cannot have crab.
No crabs for Kels.
She eats salmon.
Okay, crab's ready to eat. I do have a Loverboy mango pear. It's like a hard tea. Shout out to Summer House. Can't say it's the greatest drink, but does the job for like a summer kind of vibe drink for sure. It's cold, pretty easy. Sorry, it's still pretty hot. Just crank that off. Pull out. You have a little bit of meat in here. I'm not a big mustard person, so I kind of peel that off. But this little lollipop chunk right there you can eat. Nothing beats a blue crab. So we're gonna do the same thing. Just break right here. Piece comes out. And then you can pull this claw apart. Put paper towels down too because it's a little juicier than I was expecting. So again, don't eat the membrane, just kind of peel that meat off. Left with that membrane, you can throw that away. And then here you got a big chunk that you can pull out. Solid meat, very good, no butter needed. And then I use this little pick tool. And you can kind of just pick out any meat that's stuck or left behind. For instance, on this one, let me show you. So I did get a decent clump there too. And then for this back one, you'll treat it the same way. Good little break. Pops out. Again, that vinegar does a really good job of making sure you don't have any meat left in there, which is good. And then pull straight out. This one does have a little bit of a membrane as well. You can kind of see that, hopefully right there. And what you can't get, just use your pick. And you just kind of scoop it out, just like that. When you get to the body, so you have this apron, you'll pull this apron off just like that, and you kind of just pluck it right away. So no apron, and then what you're gonna do is you can use this tool specifically. You'll go straight in that hole there, and then you'll peel that shell right off. You can kind of see it comes off like that. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of scrape all the insides out into the shell. So you're kind of left with the shell and all the nastiness, and then you have the inside of the crab. So these are all lungs. This guy doesn't have any mustard on him, which is kind of weird, but these are all lungs right here. You do not want to eat those. Pick them off, throw them away. So you can use your hands and just kind of scoop them off, or if you have a knife, that sometimes works better, you just cut them. Inside of this guy is still pretty warm. And then what you want to do from here is just a center crack. So go right down the center. Then you can break them into two. Just like that. And then you have the front mouth pieces you just kind of break off too. Get all that nastiness with it. And then you're left with a nice cavity there. Do the same thing for this side. Get that nice mouthpiece off. Not good. No meat in there. Don't have to worry about that. Do a better job of getting these lungs off. And then again, you're left with a nice piece there. So I'm going to discard of the head now. Don't need that. All that nastiness is in there. You have two good pieces of body meat here. So I'm going to wipe my hands off real quick, and then we'll pick that. So these are kind of like cavities. Pretty easy. Get my new paper towel ready. You can kind of just break them. And then you have that meat, so you kind of just pick the leg out. You do have meat left in that cavity you want to pick out, but overall super easy. And then some of these, like this big guy, on the smaller one you won't get much meat, but this guy you get some good meat out of the actual legs too. So I'd recommend not missing those. And you'll work your way down. Kind of same thing. You got nice little leg meat there. Good little meat out of the leg too. All of these have little membranes, so just be careful. And this guy's got it. So on a smaller crab, you may not get as much meat that you would off of that. I will say the swimmer, you can typically get a nice lollipop size right there. Like that thing is pretty big for comparison, like the size of my finger. And then with these cavities, you can kind of just pick them apart and then pull your actual meat out from there. So you won't get it all when you pull the leg for the most part. Always some of it stays behind, and you'll just kind of pick through, clean this out, and then move on to the other leg. So it's pretty much a rinse and repeat at that point. I'm going to do this side. Enjoy the rest of this crab. Hope you guys enjoyed our little catch of this bad boy last minute. If you want to see more, let me know. We can definitely do some more videos like this. We live in Charleston, South Carolina, so it's not like crabs aren't prevalent here. Yeah, drop a like, a sub, and let me know.
Peace.